Hey everyone, it's Candace of Candace So Beauty. Welcome back to my channel. As the title suggested, this video is all about safely microneedling or derma rolling at home. If this is something that you are interested in watching, stay tuned. Okay, so before I get into the actual process of how you physically are going to do the microneedling at home, I wanted to share with you some important details about what is microneedling, what is the tool, what does it do, and things that you should look out for. So the first thing is, here is the actual tool, and it comes in a case like this. You do want to keep your case, and we'll talk about that. But it is a little rolling tool that has very tiny needles on it. And you're actually going to roll it over your skin and you're going to puncture your skin. And I know you're thinking, you want me to stab my face? Yes, you're going to stab your face. So by using a microneedling tool with very tiny needles that are puncturing the skin, you're creating a wound healing response in your skin, and that's going to stimulate collagen and elastin growth. It's going to help with fine lines and wrinkles, the appearance of pores, help with scarring, acne scarring. You can help with stretch marks. This does not work for keloid scarring, so if you have keloid on your skin, don't use that. But there's many things that you can use microneedling and derma rolling for. As far as the needle lengths, what's safe to use at home is 0.2 to 0.5 millimeters. I believe the one I purchased is 0.2. Most things that you will see at the store that you can purchase will be anywhere from 0.2 to 0.5. Some kits have something a little bit longer. Beyond 0.5 millimeters, I would not suggest you using that at home yourself. That is specifically going to be for a dermatologist or esthetician to use on you, as you will need topical numbing creams for your skin, and you would then see visible bleeding on your skin. This, you will not see any bleeding unless you're doing it too rough. When buying your derma roller, you're looking for something that has titanium needles. That's because they're really strong, they're really sharp, and they're not going to rust. You're gonna wanna make sure that it's always kept clean and safely kept. So that's why you want to keep the little case that it comes in for when you're not using it, and then you put it away. Microneedling, because you're puncturing your skin, it also makes your products penetrate deeper. So because of that, you're gonna wanna have a very light fragrance-free serum for when you're complete, and you're gonna immediately apply that to the skin. Things you want to avoid afterwards. We're avoiding active ingredients like glycolic acid and salicylic acid, which you guys know I love, but those are active ingredients and meant for on the top of the skin. We're puncturing the skin. We don't want to use anything too active that's going to penetrate and irritate the skin. You don't want to use anything that's comedogenic, that's going to clog your pores. So nothing too heavy, no too heavy creams. Makeup, you're gonna wanna avoid that for the next 24 to 48 hours. You wanna avoid a lot of direct sunlight unless you have a super high SPF on. When this video drops, we're all social distancing, so your ass is probably in the house anyway. But if you are going outside after you do this, make sure you have a very high SPF on, maybe put a hat on. You really wanna protect the skin, because this also helps with hyperpigmentation. And anytime we're tackling hyperpigmentation, we really want to protect the skin, because then you can actually cause the reverse if you're not protecting it. You also want to avoid retinoids and vitamin C creams 24 to 48 hours afterwards. So pretty much 2 to 3 days after you've done microneedling, then you can resume some of your other products. And with a 0.5 up to a 0.5 millimeter, it's safe for you to do it maybe like 2 times a week. I'm gonna say 2 times a week. Anything more than that, if you do it too much, you can actually do the reverse of stimulating your collagen, and you can break it down, and we don't want that because we need baby skin. So when it gets down to actually performing the microneedling, what you're going to need is, you're going to need your microneedling or derma rolling tool. You're going to need a very gentle cleanser. I'm opting for my Summer Friday Super Amino Gel Acid Cleanser. you're going to need some rubbing alcohol. This is not only to clean your derma rolling tool, but to clean your hands. We need a very clean surface. And then you're gonna need a light serum for afterwards. I'm just gonna be using a hyaluronic acid serum. And let's get into it. Okay, so I've already cleansed my skin. Now I'm going to spray my microneedling tool, and then I'm just gonna place that right here while it's drying pretty quickly. Now I'm going to actually spray my hands. With the alcohol, making sure my hands are completely clean. Okay, so I'm kind of gonna work in sections on my face. I'm gonna start on my forehead. I don't have much forehead, so don't say shit. But I'm just going to lightly go over, kind of like up and down, lifting up. And as you can see, there's some slight redness, which is completely normal. So, and I'm not pressing hard at all. After I've gone up and down, go left to right. And then I'm gonna go diagonal. Okay, so you'll see it's slightly red. Again, perfectly normal. So I'm gonna go to the other side. Okay, left to right. And then diagonal. If a spot ever feels too tender, you can stop. You're probably doing too much. And it's just like a slight sensation. It's nothing painful, but yeah. So now I'm gonna go over my cheeks. And after you've done a section, you want to kind of like pick up and then move to the next section. I'm kind of counting like 1, 2, 3, 4. And so now I'm kind of gonna go this way. Make sure you're not dragging against your skin. This is safe to use on your neck and your décolleté. I'm not gonna do that. I don't really have any issues. So as we can see, my face is getting a little flush. You can go over your nose, especially if you have larger pores. Be very careful around your eyes. I would not getting too close around here. Kind of like feel like where your occipital bone is, that eye socket bone, and I would just kind of like roll around that, not getting too close. And I'm just going to go ahead and complete the other side, and I'll be back. All right, so after you've completed your whole face, if you have any extra problem areas that you feel like you need to go over, a little bit more scarring, maybe like your smile line area, you can do that. I sometimes get like a little bit of acne scarring and hyperpigmentation around my jawline, like from hormonal acne, so I'll focus there. Okay, so once I'm completely done, I'm going to place it back in the case, move that to the side, and I'll clean that later. I'm then gonna go straight into some hyaluronic acid. Just do a couple of drops. So I've just done 3 drops, and I'm going to let my skin drink that up. Go in for like another drop or so. You'll see my skin is a little more red and flush right now, which is completely normal. You can also put on a moisturizer after this, but that is it. This is how you can safely microneedle or dermaroll at home. Again, make sure that your needle is anywhere from 0.2 to 0.5 millimeters. You don't want to do anything longer than that. I would see a dermatologist or a medical esthetician for any service with a longer needle. Make sure that your tools are clean before you use them. You can keep your dermarolling microneedling tool for up to 6 months before it needs to be, you should replace it. Afterwards, you can expect a little bit of redness, sometimes like some dryness. That's completely normal. Make sure you are avoiding comedogenic things like makeup. Please avoid active ingredients like your retinols, your retinoids, your vitamin C, glycolic acid, or salicylic acid. And make sure that you are using a strong SPF if you're going to be outside, as you should probably avoid direct sunlight for 24 to 48 hours. I hope this video was helpful. I think you guys should definitely try it. If you do, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.